Hello. Welcome to Fat Chats number 2. Thanks for tuning in. Today I want to talk about dieting and our health and fat phobia and how that's all related and connected. And first I want to talk about the word fat phobia and how, I've used that term, and I know that term's been floating around for a while. And for a while I've, even with any phobias that we say, like when we say homophobia or xenophobia or transphobia, like I kind of want to stop saying that and stop using the phobia term, because if we really think about what phobia is, like a phobia is a fear of something, and a lot of times like that can be like, linked to anxiety, and it's an actual like mental issue. Like, so something having like an actual phobia, and people just being discriminatory is not a fucking phobia. They're just being discriminatory. So I was thinking about this, and it's so funny because I just like stumbled upon a bunch of articles talking about it as well, and how a lot of people are using now, like saying like Sizism as a term, or just like saying anti-fatness, because like it's not a phobia. You're not afraid of us. You're not afraid of fat people. And if you're transphobic, homophobic, you're not afraid of these people. You're just discriminatory. So when we think about dieting and health and fat phobia, first of all, I started to touch upon this in the first video, and I knew that I wanted to expand on it. A lot of anti-fatness and sizism is based on health, or it's blanketed and kind of like sugar-coated with health as being the focus, but really the root of it is discrimination and anti-fatness, and that's why we need to call it out, and that's why also dieting is linked to this. People, we know this, you cannot look at someone and base their health on their size. People, first of all, because like I said in the past video, when you look at someone, you don't know where they've been to get to where you're seeing them at. You don't know the journey they've already taken. You could be looking at someone and seeing that you think they're overweight and they've already lost 100 pounds, and you're gonna, people will just literally like take it upon themselves no matter what to like give their advice to you. I mean, people will give unsolicited advice all the time to fat people. I feel more than any other thing. I mean, of course, there are so many different ways that people are oppressed, and of course, like, I'm not trying to like compare or anything, all these different things, but it's just crazy when it comes to fatness, how it is something that is like a lot more accepted to be someone who's discriminating towards people, because again, it's just like, it's all linked to this diet culture, which at the root of it is white supremacy, and that's like a whole deep topic. But I mean, really, the root of dieting, I mean, again, if we're just obsessed with all the time on the scale, the numbers, our image, everything, like and if you're just like, we're constantly like, now it's like there's so many different things, procedures that people do, like medical procedures, in order to get these sort of like kind of unrealistic, and for a lot of people unattainable naturally bodies, and all of that again is just to continue to get us to feel bad about ourselves, to feel like we're still not good enough the way we are. We're never good. There's always something more that we can be doing. There's always something more that we can be working on. There's always something more that we can be like, primping and spending money on, like, especially for women. I mean, a lot of my things, I don't even have to say it. Like, I'm gearing most of my conversations and most of my things I'm talking about towards being a fat woman and towards women, because obviously that's what I relate to. And yes, I do think that there's discrimination on when it comes to men and women, when it comes to sizism. But I mean, and this may be controversial for me to say, but I do not believe that there's anywhere near comparison to how women, ideals and the like societal standards that women are put on compared to men when it comes to size, I just feel like leaps and bounds. I don't think there's any parallel. I'm sorry. I'm 36 years old, and for my entire life, everything at the doctor is always perfect. I always have perfect blood pressure, perfect cholesterol, all these things, and everything, you know, medically checks out. And again, I know I am young. I know that could change, and I'm not saying this to say that I am saying like I want to be healthy and happy, and I am healthy and happy to an extent right now. Like, I'm all about, you know, growth and like just working on ourselves and being the best we can be. And a lot of that, though, I really just feels like is 100% coming from within. And the thing is that the more we are working on ourselves internally, the more that we want to take care of ourselves externally, and it just goes hand in hand. And also the better we look externally, because it's coming from within. Like, energy, confidence, vibes, like all these things are so real when it comes to, I feel like, how it affects like even someone's attractiveness. Like, you know, confidence is everything, and it's really like, it really comes from within 100%. It's not based on a scale, it's not based on how you look, it's not based on any of those things. You know, when it comes to talking about our health and dieting, and I do feel like there is being a shift for a conversation more about, it's about how we feel, you know, it's not about how someone looks. Like, I'm trying to be even better about like, and it's hard because we're so in this society to do this, to not compliment someone's weight. Like, I don't know, it's like such a hard thing, because yes, you want, you know, they want to maybe feel that what they've been doing and what the work they've been doing is making a difference. But again, it's just like, what is that fueling if you're complimenting someone on their weight loss? And again, depending on the person, it could be a weight loss for a good thing or a bad thing, and who knows whether or not they're being healthy. And it's just I don't know, it's such a nuanced thing, you know. It's just everything, like, we have to tread lightly with a lot of things. And I just feel like, you know, we really cannot base health and happiness and success and all these things on our appearance and on our size. And, you know, dieting, like, I just hate that term. Like we all know, like, if you want to lose weight or in order to be healthy, like, you have to exercise, and you have to, if you're wanting to lose weight, you have to take, you know, burn off more calories than you're taking in. We all know that the healthiest things in the world to eat are things that are natural, because it takes less work for our body to process it. So of course, anything like fruits and vegetables and beans and nuts and like all of that stuff, like our body, and yes, more plant-based, because I mean, meat is a whole other topic, and I'm pretty like, you know, our bodies weren't really meant to eat meat, let's just say that. It developed over time for people to be able to eat meat, we know this, but we're really not actually meant to be eating meat. But anywho, so the most natural things for us to eat are plant-based and what comes from this earth, and we know that that's the healthiest thing. So we know what to do. Like, any sort of gimmicks or pills or things that just kind of just seem like anything that doesn't seem like something you really are going to be able to do for a lifetime. Like, it has to be, we're doing this as, it has to be your lifestyle. Like, it has to be about just what makes you feel good. What is it that you eat that makes you feel good? Like, really honing in on that. And like, how is it that, like, what exercise and things we're doing make us feel good? Because you can look great and feel like shit, and who cares what you look like? If you don't feel good about yourself, it doesn't even matter. You're not going to appreciate it anyways. You know, so again, it's just like, it's so nuanced, and it's all very, very personal. You know, like, everybody's journey is personal, and I am all about supporting like everybody's journey, as long as it feels like it's a healthy thing for them. So, you know, like, I need to do more cardio, I need to exercise more, I know that would be healthier for me. I look at people who, you know, run, exercise all the time, and it's amazing. Like, kudos to them, and I'm sure they feel amazing. But again, it's all about what's the intent. I just feel like a lot of people in our societies, obviously, like, just been brainwashed, all of us, and we're all brainwashed to just obsess over it, like obsess over our looks, obsess over all of this superficial materialistic stuff that really, when we're lying on our deathbed or looking back on our life, are any of these the things that we're actually going to remember? Or are we going to remember them because they were sad, that we obsessed over our weight and our image and all these things that are fleeting and don't really matter? The fact that people have the audacity, like, even, you know, look at all the influencers, a lot of these, like, the influencers I follow that are more, you know, body positivity influencers, like, I mean, the comments that they get on their posts, not only comments of just, like, literally death threats, which is literally insane, like, they get the most disgusting, vile stuff on their pages just for living their life as a fucking kick-ass, beautiful fat girl. But anyways, so there'll also be a lot of comments which may not be, like, mean-spirited like that as much, but still, because it's about, like, they'll say things about them glorifying obesity, like, because you're out there and you look happy and you're saying that you should love yourself the way you are right now, you're making it they're glorifying obesity. Like, no, like, what does that even mean? Like, they're just living their life. You know, people making comments about, like, that this isn't healthy and that they really, and like, they this and that, and like, it's like, you don't know anything you're talking about. You don't even know how much, like, what that person already does for their health. And that, again, like, you're just basing someone's health based on how they look, and all of that is anti-fatness and is Sizism. And I just think that in general, and I hope that this is where the world is going, and that, because it's not about even just about like again, I am just, like, such a woman supporter. I am a hashtag girl gang 100%. Like, I am ready and willing to fight for my sisters, whoever you are, at all times, like, because I do feel that, of course, like, we still so far to go in this world to be treated equally. We are all beautiful. I mean, I know women who are skinny, and that's their genetics, and they're really skinny, and it's not even like, I know people who wish they could have more curves and have more weight on them, and then there's people who are wishing they could be skinnier and lose weight and be less curvy, and they're all beautiful. Everybody's beautiful, and we're all, you know, a work in progress. And, you know, I think that the root of everything needs to be our intention and our, again, like, why we are doing, like, why are you dieting? I just want everybody to be happy and healthy and just be doing things for the right reason. And again, like, it's amazing what we can do, and people are strong, and people can obviously run marathons and all this crazy shit. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be striving to be the strongest you can be and be in shape and all these things. That's not but again, it's a personal journey. And people can be in shape and be my size, and people cannot be in shape and be skinny. And that's just the point of it, is that you cannot base any sort of judgment on people's lifestyle and anything based on their weight. You can't judge and also, like, you can't judge someone's attractiveness or anything like that on their weight as well. So many people are beautiful for so many fucking different reasons. Like, I find myself people attractive for so many different reasons. Like, I mean, most of the time I'm mostly attracted to people mentally, but even physically, there could be things about people that I'm attracted to for so many different reasons. They could be completely different people. Like, again, as long as your heart is beautiful and you can tell that you love yourself, as long as you love yourself, it will come out, and the world will love you too. Seriously. I know I'm going on a tangent, but I hope that, you know, this resonated with you some, and I'm gonna wrap it up here so I don't keep going. And yeah, there'll definitely be more fat chats in the future, but no more fat phobia terms, no more giving people your advice unsolicited, no more feeling that you have to live up to these crazy standards. You're beautiful the way you are. Okay? Have a good day. Love you. Bye.